Look, I wish I could say that Apple announced a sentient robot that can do perfect Tim Cook impressions so I don't have to, but no. It's iPads. Apple made a series of big announcements today, most notably the launch of the new M4 chip, which the company says is designed to be an AI powerhouse. So obviously, Apple will be launching it first in their new iPad Pro. So your mom's next tablet, it's gonna be jacked. That is, unless she goes with the new M2 powered iPad Air, which bizarrely is ever so slightly heavier and thicker than either the 11-inch or 13-inch Pro models. What are we doing here? The M4 is a 3nm chip with 4 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores, plus an upgraded neural engine that Apple says is, quote, more powerful than any AI PC available today. But the Snapdragon X laptops aren't out yet, and that sounds like fear. I can smell it. The M4's GPU has also been upgraded, and it means that the new iPad Pro will be the first iPad to feature ray tracing and hardware-accelerated mesh shading. So you heard it here first, PC gamers. Time to throw your computer in the garbage, okay?
Dropkick that thing.
According to Apple, the new chip is 50% faster than the M2, which is always what they do. We're not comparing it to the M3, and it's twice as efficient. Apple also launched the new Pencil Pro, which they say is loaded with tech. It's packed to the gills, and it can do a barrel roll. Though I'm not sure why it would have to, unless you're a graphic artist trying to work while taking enemy fire. Just kidding, that would be useful for altering the pen stroke as you work. Continuing another fine Apple tradition, the pen also has 0 backwards compatibility and will only function with M4 model iPad Pros and M2 model iPad Airs. For what reason? But if you're not immediately looking to invest in an iPad, but you'd still like a taste of Apple's AI accelerated hardware, well, you're in luck. If you also happen to be an AI data center, Apple is apparently working on dedicated chips for commercial AI processing purposes. Okay, that's according to reporting from the Wall Street Journal, who I trust because they're named after 3 of my favorite inanimate objects. OpenAI is reportedly developing a ChatGPT-powered search engine. This is according to a Bloomberg source familiar with the matter, but there's also been a recent registration for the domain search.chatgpt.com, which must mean something. A serious ChatGPT search function could potentially rival Google search, so long as it doesn't share the same downsides as Google's own AI-infused search features, which recently told internet funny man @Drill that the best way to pass a kidney stone was to drink large volumes of piss. You don't know until you tried it. ChatGPT can already pull up some search results for certain queries, such as weather info. However, this feature is only available to paid users, and its current capabilities are extremely narrow. OpenAI hasn't confirmed this potential new search feature, but they have stated that they're developing a new tool called Media Manager, which will allow creators and content owners to flag their works as available or unavailable for use in AI training. The company will also be launching a tool that can detect images created by DALL-E 3. Now, in other maybe not OpenAI news, the mysterious and extremely powerful AI model that briefly appeared on the LM-SIS benchmarking site under the name GPT-2 chatbot has apparently resurfaced under the names I'm a good GPT-2 chatbot and I'm also a good GPT-2 chatbot. Don't get it mixed up. The first time GPT-2 showed up, there was uncertainty about what the heck it was, but this time, a day before it reappeared, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman tweeted, I'm a good GPT-2 chatbot, seemingly confirming that these are 2 new models that OpenAI is testing? Or possibly that Sam Altman has been an AI chatbot this entire time.
Can't wait until they launch Sam Altman 2.
The original guy was just Sam Man. And then they kept iterating. ByteDance is suing the United States government over its decision to ban TikTok next January unless ByteDance sells the app. According to the suit, Congress is using a nebulous and unproven threat to national security to justify what is otherwise an infringement upon American TikTok users' First Amendment rights. The American government insists that their law is not a ban, but rather a forced divestment. Of course, ByteDance probably can't sell TikTok even if they wanted to, because the Chinese government would have to consent to this sale, which it's not going to. It's kind of a leave room for Jesus situation, but instead of the Son of God, it's Xi Jinping. Accordingly, ByteDance argues that TikTok is being held to a different standard than other similar platforms, such as X, formerly known as Twitter, whose second largest investor is a Saudi prince. And look, I know Saudi Arabia is technically a US ally, but just because someone's supposed to be your friend doesn't mean they're not also a brutal authoritarian dictatorship. I mean, we didn't know. The US does have a history of restricting foreign ownership of TV and radio stations, but there's some argument that a private platform featuring user-generated content isn't quite the same thing. American TikTok users could always switch to another similar platform, or they could always throw their smartphone into the sea and finally be free of the curse of modernity. And if you think our modern, privacy-deprived world is cursed, you should check out our sponsor, Delete Me. They're pros at keeping your personal stuff personal. Keeping your family's online life private isn't just about you, it's a team effort. And that's why Delete Me now has family plans to cover everyone. Each family member gets their own personalized data cleanup service, making sure all of that private info stays private. From the kids to the grown-ups, we've got everyone protected from online snoops, scams, snap, crackle, pops, the whole shebang. And managing it all is easy peasy, giving you peace of mind. Check out Delete Me at the link in the description today. Mirror, mirror on the wall, whose bits are the quickest of them all? Snow White! Oh, she gets all the mirror stuff. ASUS may have leaked the new naming scheme for AMD's mobile chips, and it's bad. According to a now deleted page of ASUS's website, the company's upcoming VivoBook 16 OLED laptops will be powered by a Ryzen AI 9 HX170. A CPU whose name seems to have more subtitles than Daenerys Targaryen. Some outlets are comparing the AI part of the name to Intel's Ultra branding, but it seems more obvious that it's a continuation of the ongoing trend to put AI in everything. AI? I put that on everything. Unironically, that's what's happening.
Where's the beef?
Boeing has admitted that employees had been skipping inspections of their 787 Dreamliner airplanes, but marking the work as complete anyway. While a worker at Boeing was praised for reporting the issue to the company in an email to employees, a report from safety experts in February found Boeing had major issues with its safety culture, claiming that many employees feared retaliation for reporting safety concerns. Hopefully, Boeing can fix their culture soon, since they're trying to launch a spacecraft to the ISS. Also, maybe Boeing should try mastering airplanes before moving on to the final boss of non-terrestrial travel. I don't know, just an idea. Intel and Qualcomm have been forbidden from exporting any of their chips to Huawei. On Tuesday, the US government revoked both companies' licenses to export what few processors they were still allowed to sell to the beleaguered Chinese tech giant. But economics are a funny thing. The move actually looks like it will hurt Intel's bottom line, while Huawei seems to be doing just fine thanks to China investing heavily in chip development in response to US trade restrictions. I'm Sean Connery. We started with banning chip sales to China, and then we tried to ban TikTok, and it really should have been the other way around. Micron and Lenovo have released the first laptops compatible with the new LPCAMM2 standard, a new memory format that's significantly faster, more efficient, and more compact than the old SODIMM RAM modules we're all used to. It's also a lot easier to replace or upgrade compared to soldered RAM. iFixit called it awesome, and they were so excited, they even said the word heck. What? Micron is currently shipping their first modules, which can either be bought individually or as part of Lenovo's 7th gen ThinkPad P1 workstation laptop. Though I'm not sure why you'd buy it on its own without the only device it's currently compatible with. Maybe just to look at. Jessica really likes it.
It's pretty.
It's beautiful. And Microsoft has provided US spy agencies with a generative AI model based on GPT-4 that can be run locally, according to a report from Bloomberg. Every service based on OpenAI's models other than this one has to call the company servers to function. Bloomberg quotes a senior executive at Microsoft as saying, "It's the first time a major large language model has operated fully separated from the internet, completely ignoring Meta's Llama models in what I can only assume is an attempt to start a diss track battle with Mark Zuckerberg. Good luck, I can't wait." The Kendrick and Drake thing of slow down, I need my fix. And we might have to start a diss track battle with you if you don't come back on Friday for more tech news. And let's be honest, neither of one of us wants that. I've been doing some research and I got a lot of dirt on you. Okay, let's be smart here.